Hey everybody, Jake Dester here, back with a new lesson video. I know it's been a long time since the last lesson video I put out. A lot more people are hip to what I've done so far, and I'm very grateful for all the support and all the new subscribers, so thank you. Today, I'm going to teach you all about a break that Charlie Parker played on A Night in Tunisia over a minor 2-5-1 that is, although it's only 5 beats long, absolutely packed with great ideas for vocabulary and articulation. Here's the lick. What Bird is doing here describes a minor 2-5-1 in a very precise, very bebop, and very extended harmony sort of way. So let's dig into this piece of jazz vocabulary. Bird starts with a beat of rest, then over the 2 half diminished chord starts on the major ninth of that chord, which is super hip because it's actually the major third in the minor key he's resolving to. Goes up to the minor third of that chord, and then outlines the chord 3-1-7, which leads into the third of the 5-7 chord. Then he goes up to the 5th of the 5 chord, down to the flat 9, which is part of a chromatic enclosure of the root of that chord. Then he goes up to the flat 13 of the chord, which is the minor third in the key, and therefore establishes the resolution as being minor. And then he resolves stepwise down to the major 7th in the key, enclosing the root of the minor 1 chord in beat 1, and ends the line on an oh so flavorful major 6th in the minor key. The articulation he uses over this line is also extremely rich and really makes it pop. The pattern is like this. Da 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 la ta da la la da. One more time. Da 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 la ta da la la da. So I'd recommend practicing the articulation by itself, just saying those syllables. Da 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 la ta da la la da. Then practice the articulation on a single pitch. And also practicing the line by itself, all slurred, no tonguing whatsoever. Then put it all together. And gradually work up the tempo. It's important to recognize, too, that when Bird plays that lick, he's actually using the palm D on that D in the staff. This is a fingering that he often uses when going from D to C sharp or D flat. It makes it a little out of tune, but it's funky, it's good. Fun fact, Bird actually thought of himself as a Kansas City blues player, even though he was innovating in the jazz genre. So when he does things like that are a little bit stanky, I think that's really the spirit that he's channeling. I don't know, someone fact check me on that shit. This lick teaches many things. Among them are chromatic approaches, enclosures, targeting thirds, using the major 9th on a half diminished chord, hitting the flat 9th and flat 13th on a 5-7 chord, resolving to minor, and landing on a major 6th in the minor key, not to mention the precision and contrast of the articulation involved in the statement of the notes, which really makes it percussive and groovy. Once you have a handle on the line in the original key, work it through the entire range of your instrument. So on the alto sax, or any saxophone for that matter, the lowest key you can play it in is E minor in the lower register, starting on our G sharp. One more thing about this line, it can very easily be utilized over a minor 2-5 that resolves to a major 1, as in the context of measure 6 of All the Things You Are, for example. That's really all I have to say about this for now. Work this thing out. I've got a link to a PDF I put together that has this lick in every key, complete with not only the articulations, but also any peculiar fingerings I'm using in the different keys. Learning this line or any great piece of vocabulary in every key is going to really open up a ton of technique and possibility in your playing. And most importantly, I believe it will expand what sort of musical ideas you're capable of hearing in your mind. I'm very grateful to be able to share this with you today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this lesson, I encourage you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and share this lesson with someone who you think might be interested. Thanks again, y'all. I will hopefully see you sooner rather than later. I've got a lot of stuff on my mind that I'd like to make lesson videos about, so stay tuned.